All right, guys, welcome back to another Victoria Events with Caleb Shaw and Biscuit. It is Monday, December 11th. Let's just jump right into this one. I got some of my favorite people here, and so without further ado, I will let you introduce yourself, and then I'll jump to this guy if you don't mind. But young lady, if you don't mind.
My name is Kelsey. I am with the Dorothy O'Connor Pet Adoption. I'm a supervisor out there, and
Well, I'll take over from there.
okay.
You do an exceptional job out there, for one. I'm always, every time we talk about Dorothy O'Connor, I'm going to lead with how you guys set the standard. You lead from the front as far as taking care of shelter pets, and thank you for that, because it's a, as we've discussed off camera a million times, it's a very emotionally tough job because these guys are awesome. Pets are awesome, and there's so many of them in this community, and all of our shelters are just busting at the seams, and you guys do a phenomenal job taking care of them, and so thank you. The one thing I can always say about Dorothy O'Connor, when I walk in there, the animals seem loved, and it's I know it's a shelter, I know it's all those things, but they are loved, and that's a reflection of you guys and the staff and all the people over there. So again, thank you for that. And I know I said it earlier, but this is Biscuit. Biscuit is a very, very, very dear buddy of mine. We've got some history together, and if I didn't have a big dog, Bam Bam, at home that loves biscuits, Biscuit would go home with me because I want this dog. I love this dog so much. But Biscuit is available for adoption right now for the holidays. If it's a special circumstance and for some reason you could give Biscuit the best home on earth, but you can't afford it or any of these things, please reach out to Dorothy O'Connor. He is at the top of the Christmas list for me of wanting to go to a good home, to be loved, to be a part of it, because I've spent intimate time with this little dude. He needs a few minutes to warm up to you just because he's a Chihuahua and he's all hyper like that, but he will be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful companion. And I miss him already, and it's really hard for me to not just take him. But if my Bam Bam wouldn't eat him, this would be my dog. And so if you need a Biscuit in your life, this is the one. He's good. He's an awesome little dog. And if funds are the only thing keeping you from having a Biscuit in your life, reach out to Dorothy O'Connor. Let them know you saw this, and let's see if we can't put a little Biscuit in your life. And so on that note, I know there's more animals than Biscuit out there that need a home, a lot of good homes. And once again, you guys are doing some great events to try to bridge that gap of getting these guys home for the holidays or letting them feel some love for the holidays. So let's just start at the end of your list this way and work our way back. What all do we have going out there at Dorothy O'Connor?
So on December 22nd, we're going to do a pajama potty.
Potty.
Pajama
potty. All right.
You'll come in, and we're doing cocoa and coffee for Paws Cause, hot cocoa and coffee. And if you wear pajamas, you'll get a free spin on our prize wheel. There's a lot of nice prizes on there.
Now, do you want me to wear approved pajamas, or do you want me to wear my actual pajamas that I wear every night that my wife? No, you don't want. We'll go with approved pajamas.
As long as the dogs approve.
As long as you take the dog and do a good job there, we can talk about. My pajamas are pretty bad. We'll just keep moving on that one. But so if they show up, all joking aside, they show up out there. They're in costume. And what happens with that? They can do a photo opportunity on the front porch. Y'all got that all set up. You make a really cool deal out there. You got cocoa, coffee, all sorts of stuff, and the prize wheel where they can win some cool stuff. Outstanding. And then on top of that, they can foster one of you little guys. So instead of being in the kennel for the holidays, you can be around everybody and get loved on. And then hopefully they make the decision that they love this little guy and they need some Biscuit in their life. But for this, they don't have to reserve. They don't have to do anything. Just show up December 22nd.
From 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Good deal. And they can foster or they can adopt, and they can take their photo ops out there and have the coffee and the cocoa. And
then our winner of the pajama contest will be announced at 4:30 p.m. as well.
Outstanding. Outstanding. Well, this is wonderful. I look forward to seeing all the good pajamas and all of the little guys getting fostered for the holidays. And then you guys you don't stop there. You have the Home for the Holidays program that kind of feeds in, and these two tie together same day, actually. Tell me about Home for the Holidays.
So Home for the Holidays, you'll get to come in and meet with the animal. If you decide on one you want to take home, you'll take them home that day. And then the earliest that we ask you to bring them back would be on December 27th during our open hours, of course. And then you can keep them through the new year as well if you'd like. But if you do decide to adopt the animal that you foster for that time before December 31st, you get it at a discounted price.
Outstanding. So, outstanding. And this is really a good way to where if you are on the fence about wanting to adopt, don't know if it's really right for you, but you don't want these little guys sitting in a kennel over the holidays. It's a good opportunity to kind of test the waters, get them home. But I would also add and correct me if I'm wrong here, but one of the big things about shelters pets is people go and get them and they're super excited. You know, we got this new shelter pet. They take them home and they get all up in their face and they're all over them and this little dog, a lot of times it's a shock culture kind of coming out of, it's new people, new environment, new house, all these things. And there can be a bit of a warming up process. And so don't hold it against the animal if he needs a day or two to just adapt to his situations, relax, feel at home and all that. So if they don't want to give you kisses 5 minutes into it, that's kind of normal.
For sure.
Good. Just wanted to hammer that point there. What do I need if I want to show up and make sure, is there anything I need? Do I need to call you guys ahead? Do I need to, or just show up and we can start the process then?
If you feel like you need to bring your pets in to meet with the dog you want to take home, you're more than welcome. But other than that, yeah, you could just show up between 10 and I believe 5.
Outstanding. And if they have any questions on that or want to bounce it, call out there, send you guys a message, no problem. And then you guys do this every year, which I think is an awesome thing. Saves me a trip having to go to Walmart or HEB or something like that and buy stuff and bring it over. I can do it right from the comfort of my phone. You guys have the DOCPAC's Amazon.com wish list on there where they can go on and it has a whole list of things you guys need: cat litter, paper towels, trash bags, dog food, cat food, all that stuff. And they can have it directly sent to you guys through Amazon, which I saw. And we're going to add a QR code on here so you can see it. You can also go to their Facebook page, and there's a good post on that with all the links. And this, I would assume, is very helpful to you guys because you just walk out and there it is, right on your front porch.
That is what we depend on for our yearly stock of supplies throughout the shelter. So,
now, hypothetically, I know this is for Christmas, but if, I've spent all my Christmas money and what have you, but I've got some coming in from other people, could I turn around and say January, or does this thing only run during Christmas time?
The Amazon wish list will only be up during that time, but we're always accepting donations.
Okay, so we can figure it out regardless.
Of course.
Good deal. Okay, well, we've got the pajama party, December 22nd, and then also we've got home for the holidays, so you could show up, get good pictures, have some hot cocoa, spin the prize wheel. You can adopt one of these little dudes. You can foster one of these little dudes. And then you can also donate supplies, which are much, much, much needed out there, right from the comfort of your own home or phone. Am I forgetting anything?
If all of our animals don't get fostered on the 22nd, we are going into the 23rd with the Home for the Holidays as well.
Okay.
If we still have animals available, hoping we don't.
So we can find that on the Facebook page,
yes,
probably?
Everything will be on
keep
there.
the progress of how things are going?
Yes.
Well, good. And again, we are big fans. If we could do anything to support you, please let us know. Take care of Biscuit, guys. I'm telling you, this little dude is special.
Oh.
Yeah, you're my buddy, huh? If I don't end up with Biscuit, then Biscuit will be available. And thank you for taking good care of him. He's a special dog, guys. There's a lot of special dogs out there. And please realize that when you take one of these dogs for the holidays, it's a life decision. You keep these babies, they're not a Christmas present. They are, but it's a lifetime Christmas present. And it's not something you keep for a few months and then just go take back to a shelter, because that's hard on everybody. And so, guys, without further ado, we will bid Biscuit a very fond farewell. We love you, Biscuit. We wish you the best, and we miss you, little dude. Thank you, young lady.
Yes.
Thank Dorothy O'Connor. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with our next guest. All right, guys, welcome back. We've got a new guest on the show. You probably know of her. You've probably seen a lot of the things that she's done in this community for a really long time. So we're very blessed to have her on the show. So without further ado, young lady, if you wouldn't mind, please introduce yourselves and let us know who you are here with today.
Hey guys, my name is Megan. I am with Victoria Comic Con. I've been doing it for about 10 years now, and super excited to start promoting for 2024.
Well, you do a phenomenal job, and I just, from a community standpoint, I want to say thank you to you, because this is a really kind of a thankless job. I know at the end people are like, hey, that was great and that was fun. But most people don't realize the mountain that is covered in snow and ice and everything else that you have to climb to pull off an event like Comic-Con in Victoria, especially being the owner and organizer of it. This was your brainchild. This was something you brought to this town that didn't exist. And these things are hard to do. They are stressful. It's a whole lot more than the 2 days that they get to show up as a community and get to go see it. It's months of heartache and preparation and all that. And so from a community, I wanted to say thank you for that. And I also just, for the things you have done in the past as far as shows and all that kind of stuff, because to a degree, we would not be here if it hadn't been for you many years ago, kind of breaking the trail and blazing a trail and starting things and great ideas in this community. So thank you for that.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it. It's really cool that you're doing, everybody always wants to crap on Victoria. Like, hey, we're small town. But this is how you become those bigger cities. You start small with humble beginnings to get bigger and stronger and faster and all these things. And that's exactly what you've done. You've taken year after year of learning curves and heartache and successes and failures and all of these things, and you kept moving forward. And here we are for another Comic-Con, and I'm just excited for this one. I didn't mean to steal all your thunder, but I just wanted, you've earned a lot of praise in this town that you may or may not get. And so I just wanted to make sure you knew we were grateful and thank you. And on that note, let me shut up now. What in the world is Victoria Comic-Con and what's it doing here in Victoria?
Okay, so we are a 2-day event at the Victoria Community Center, and we bring in vendors from all over Texas that are going to have all kinds of stuff to, look at and buy. I mean, these are going to be things that you don't really see here in Victoria. And so as of right now, we have over 50 vendors, and actually we have some from out of state. They are driving in because as much as people want to say, Victoria this, Victoria that, my vendors love Victoria. They love it here.
Mm-hmm.
They say our attendees are amazing. Everybody there is just in a good mood, positive, happy to be there. That's not the norm for these events. People get in these crowds and it's expensive and there's so many people, but not Victoria. Mm-hmm. Our attendees, they show up and they are happy and positive and they treat everyone so good that our vendors are driving from out of state to set up in Victoria. So, aside from vendors, we have a lot of artists that we're bringing in. These are published artists. They've worked with Marvel, DC. Mm-hmm. And we have some special guests and lots of stuff for the kids. We're going to have the Ninja Turtles there, which,
I hit you guys up. My son is a huge fan of the Ninja Turtles. Michelangelo is a favorite because Michelangelo's a party dude. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, Michelangelo's the party dude. Yes, so that's my son's favorite.
And these Ninja Turtles are the ones that travel with Vanilla Ice, and they perform at his concerts with him. So
we may or may not do ninja rap at my house all
that
the time.
Sounds fun.
Ninja rap. Yeah, me and my son, we may like that song. So good on you. Like that's those were the good turtles too. Like that was this time the movie, the 80s movie, and then with Vanilla Ice Part 2, Secret of the Ooze, I think it was called.
You know
like
more
that.
than me.
We had ninja rap in there, and my son, Dad, we do ninja rap, and so we ninja rap. That's what we do.
The Ninja Turtles are so popular. Yeah. They really pull in a big crowd. And outside of the Turtles, we're going to have a kids zone, tons of inflatables, and we're going to have lots of video games, a video game tournament. So it's just going to be a weekend filled with a lot of fun and vendors, artists, shopping, and meeting guests, and just really getting to do things that normally are not happening here in Victoria.
And this is for kids and adults because, yes, the kids, obviously, it's that tune to them, but the Ninja Turtles are from my day, like when I was a kid, and I remember when that movie came out, and I had comic books, and I had all these things, and I remember growing up seeing, like I think it's L.A. or wherever where the Comic-Con is, or it's somewhere not here,
yeah.
San Diego,
yep.
Yes, there you go. But I can't go there, and that's just not on my radar right now, and I would love to, but it's not happening, and so I'm very grateful that you were bringing that to Victoria, and it's not. I know everybody's knee-jerk reaction is, it's Victoria. I'm not even going to waste time going to it. Well, you're wrong. You're wrong for that. Go to it because, again, every year this thing has gotten bigger.
That's right.
As you talked about, the people, the vendors, the booth people, the guests, everybody that comes in, they like our area. They like the passion that people bring to these things. And you know what? I like that too. When I get up there and I'm around my fellow nerds and all that, and they don't take offense to me calling it that because I am a big old nerd on stuff like that. And it's fun. It's a safe space. It's a cool place to go up there. Let out your inner nerd. Go check out Ninja Turtles. Go see some of the actors or people from different shows that you've enjoyed over the years. And they're right there. You get to shake their hands and meet them and ask them a question or two. And it's really neat that you've brought this to Victoria. What made you, though, initially, and I'm going to go just a little long here because I'm curious, but what made you wake up one day and say, you know, I'm going to start a Comic Con in Victoria? Like that's a jump, you know, that's
Yes.
a leap. You know, what made you, where did that come from?
So this was actually 10 years ago. This was in, early 2014. We actually traveled to the San Diego Comic-Con. So we went, and it was very overwhelming. It was very expensive, and you weren't even really able to do much because the event is so large. There's no meeting any guests, and the shopping is tough, and there's so many people that I really didn't have a good time. So when I got home, I saw that there was one in San Antonio, Alamo City Comic-Con. It's massive. So I went, took a lot of notes. That was what I wanted to bring here to Victoria, and I've continued to travel to Comic-Cons all over the country, some of the biggest ones in FanX in Utah, and I've taken a little bit from each one, and I've brought it here to Victoria. So as much as people want to say, oh, it's Victoria, don't bother, actually, it's not Victoria. Yes, it's happening here, but there's little pieces of this from all over Texas and really all over the country. This event and what's going to be happening that weekend isn't Victoria. It's so much bigger than that, and it's happening in Victoria, yes, but there's so much more than, I really just think people need to give it a chance if they've never been.
You explained that perfectly, and I would argue that it, you know, by showing up to these deals and showing the organizers, the guests, everybody how passionate we are, that's how you get bigger and better, and it just continues to grow by supporting each other, and iron sharpens iron. And so is there anything that I'm forgetting to tell people? This thing is January 27th, January 28th. What if I'm a business or something, and I want to support this? Do you have any exhibitor booths, or is there anything that I can do from a community standpoint other than just showing up this day to support you?
Yes, if any businesses wanted to come set up and sell, we do have exhibitor space available. The same with if anybody wanted to get involved and volunteer, or come work for the weekend, go to our website, victoriacomiccon.net, and you can sign up. There's there's a few different ways you can get involved if you're wanting to, and of course we appreciate anyone and everyone that wants to be involved.
Good deal. And will tickets be going on sale, or is this a show up deal? How does that work as we get closer?
So tickets are on sale for pre-sale. They are cheaper pre-sale, and if you do buy your tickets pre-sale, you get the memorable lanyard and the badge, which are they're very cool this year.
Yeah,
They're cooler than
it's a lot
they've
easier
ever
to
been.
carry around that way
It's
too.
very cool, and you do save money if you buy pre-sale, but we will have tickets available at the door, so you can just show up and get a wristband there too.
Got it. What if I'm a business owner and I want to, say, as a gift, send some of my, get these things for some of my employees or agents or stuff like that? Could I reach out and say, hey, I need a 10-pack or something. I want to give the people at work this as a gift, or for Christmas or something.
We want as many people there as possible. We want everyone to experience it. So, we try to reach out to businesses and different things in the community and offer deals so we can get everybody there. So if, you have, some sort of, youth group or a business and you guys want to be there, definitely reach out and we're going to make it happen.
Good deal. Good deal. And again, this is January 27th, 28th. It's going to be here like that. Anything else that I'm forgetting?
Well, a few things. First, this is actually going to be the first event that has ever brought a floor to the arena at the community center.
All right.
Yes, so I purchased a floor, and we will be packing the dirt and putting a floor over the dirt, and that is going to be our main exhibit hall this year.
Oh, instead of in the dome.
Yes, well, we have the dome, but we outgrew the dome in the annex years back, and this has been an ongoing thing since 2015. We even went out into the arena, dug up the dirt. We never found the floor. There's no floor. Yes, that's.
Well, I was going to say, you're the first I haven't
we
seen
have
this done.
shovels and doing it, so it's taken a lot of time. I looked into renting it, but I just bought it myself, and we're going to be putting an entire floor in there, so it's not even going to look like Victoria at all that weekend. And also, we have a lot of guests. We have some really cool guests coming. One being Bam Margera, which I have to bring up because I'm a huge fan of Bam Margera. Viva La Bam, Jackass, all of the skater, and a lot of voice actors, some from Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan. We have a really cool lineup, so I just wanted to throw that.
You're doing a great job. We are big fans, and again, thank you for trailblazing and working so hard to do this for our community. If you haven't been told enough, thank you. You do a great job. Guys, we got another special guest you will recognize and love. We'll take a quick break for our sponsors and be right back.
Since 1932, Wallach & Volk has been closing mortgages and doing it the right way. The reason why the Volks opened up a bank at the height of the Great Depression was because the bank needed to be opened at the height of the Great Depression. And it was good for the community at that time. A lot of the banks were going under. In order to keep that community sound and stable, it was something that they did. I think that says something about who Wallach & Volk was 85 years ago. And the only way you get to continue to do it is if you consistently do it great. And we plan on doing this for another 85 years.
All right, guys, we are back. Our next guest, you probably recognize her from just last week's show, but that's because she's doing so many things in this community, and she's just really awesome, and we like having her on the show. So, young lady, if they missed last week and all that you were doing that week, introduce yourself and let them know who you were here with this week.
Good morning, Caleb.
Good
I'm
morning.
Sue Prudom. I'm Executive Director of Cultural Affairs for Victoria College. That means that I'm the director of the Museum of the Coastal Bend, and I also manage the Leo J. Welder Center for the Performing Arts and the Emerging Technology Complex for Victoria College, where we have a conference and education center.
Yes, ma'am.
Last week I was here wearing my museum hat, and we were talking about the artisan market.
Yes, ma'am, we were.
And we had record attendance at that market.
That's what I want to hear.
It was our biggest event. Yes. Thank you for all that you do to help get the word out
Boy,
about
the
our
community
event.
showed up. We are all in
did.
this together, and I'm so happy to hear that. That's because you guys did such a great job planning this.
Oh,
all
thank
your hard
you.
work. That's what set up that victory and that success. And so congratulations.
Thanks.
I know it was very well earned because like all these events in this community that people passionately put on for our community, and we just don't know how much work you guys put into this. Nobody sees behind the scenes the countless hours, blood, sweat, and tears that go into this. And the fact that you had a record turnout, congratulations. That was a well-earned victory, and you guys really do the work on that.
There's a lot of people in this community who are working very hard
Yes, ma'am.
to bring culture and arts and things for people to do and things that attract amazing people to this community to live here.
Yes, ma'am. And I appreciate that the community is showing up and making these things a hit because you're right. Like there's a lot going on here, and it's the result of a lot of hard work by a lot of good people. And so the fact that we have their back as a community and everybody scratching each other's back and pushing forward, I really like seeing it. And it's even neater that you're here for something else that you're doing in the community because it just, the goods just keep coming and the gifts keep coming forward. And so I appreciate it. And this one particularly is, in my household, is a big favorite. My wife loves this show. My mother-in-law loves this show. And so before I just ruin everything, what is this grand show that's coming up that my wife and them love so much? Tell us all about it.
Well, it's funny that you said grand.
Yes, ma'am. Perfect segue.
Next week, we have Will Hearn's Grand Old Christmas Show returning to the Welder Center. And this is one of our favorite shows of the year, and they completely take over our stage with all of their performers, all of their energy and enthusiasm, and it definitely is a grand old Christmas show. They do kind of a pop culture retro take on an old-time Christmas show. So you'll see some traditional Christmas music. You'll see like a satirical twist on classic Christmas music, some comedy sketches. There's something for everyone of all ages.
And it's nonstop. My wife was like, it kicked off grand and it finished grand. And she was already, I hope they come back next year. This was last year. I mean, the second it was over, she called and was like, I'm on my way home. I hope they come back next year. That's how good of a show that she was already looking towards next year, the second it was over, you know.
This is their 20th year touring
so they've got this
through
down.
Texas. They have it down. This year they've added the Dirty River Jazz Band. So it's Will Hearn, it's Blue Water Highway, and the Dirty River Jazz Band. And it's just going to be fast-paced, rollicking, rocking fun.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. You got me sold. So this thing is, like we said, next Tuesday at the Leo J. Welder Center. I heard tickets are moving very, very, very quickly on this thing. Rightfully so. But if this is not one of these shows, like, I know, Victoria, we're famous for procrastinating. I'm guilty. I'm that guy that's like 10 minutes before a show calling, can I still get a ticket? I'm so sorry. I have a million excuses why, but I'm late. This is not one of these shows to do this with because this thing will sell out. It's going to sell out. It always sells out. Get your tickets now.
Get your tickets now. You can visit our website, weldercenter.org, or you can call our box office, 361-570-TKTS. That's 8587.
Everybody's always so good with that number. Everybody nails that number every time. It makes me laugh because everybody's got that down. 570-TKTS.
Or we have a special giveaway.
Yes, you know what? I got so excited about TKTS, I just forgot all about it. Yes, you were so kind. You were giving away 2 amazing tickets to this thing. And to win these 2 amazing tickets, this post right here that's playing on Facebook, like it, make a comment about how much you want to see the show, maybe tag a friend to come with you, and share the post. We want to spread this out, but she's got 2 tickets she's going to give away, 2 of these things that'll save you a little bit of money, get you to the show. Like, comment, and share this Facebook post. If you're watching on YouTube or Instagram, sorry, this is for the Facebook ones. Like, comment, and share, and we will give away 2 free tickets to this show, courtesy of you guys. Yeah, we'll do this. I'll tell you what, we'll draw this. This comes out Monday. We will draw the tickets on Thursday of this week, and that way we put it out for Friday and let them see it. And yeah, that'll be great. What am I forgetting here? Leo J. Welder, 570-TKTS to get tickets, or weldercenter.org. Is there anything that I'm forgetting on this?
I want to give a shout out to our
Shout it out.
sponsors,
Yes, ma'am.
Robbie and Tammy Burge, South Star Wealth Management, and then we also received a grant from the Texas Commission on the Arts.
Outstanding. Well, we are grateful for those because things like this do cost, and they're you know, we all get to see the fun part and show up for that. But like we said earlier, there's a lot of hard work, and it takes the support of a community and sponsors to bring something like this. So absolutely, thank you to them. Young lady, thank you.
Thank you.
You're fun to have on here. You're doing a ton in the community, and it's very much appreciated, because without people like you and all the people that help you do these things, you know, we wouldn't have these things.
We appreciate you,
well,
and you're helping to get the word out.
Yes, ma'am. It's teamwork, and iron sharpens iron. And again, thank you for coming on here and all that you do. We are very grateful. Guys, make sure you go to these awesome events. You go to these awesome people putting them on. Volunteer, help them, become a part of this. It's even more fun. As fun as it is to show up, it's even more fun to get your hands a little bit dirty, jump in and volunteer and work with them. They always need the help, but there's a bigger sense of pride when you are part of it, and your hard work helped to bring this for other people to enjoy. And so, young lady, again, thank you so much. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to my crew. They're awesome. I love you guys. We will see you next week. Thanks so much for tuning in to Victoria Events with Caleb Shaw. Make sure you comment down below, like the post, share the post. It really helps the algorithms. If you haven't done so already, make sure you follow our page. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any episodes. And if you have an event coming on you want featured on Victoria Events, shoot us a message. We'd love to help you get the word out there. Lastly, make sure you support our sponsors. We could not do this show without them, so we're very grateful. Thanks so much, Victoria, and we'll see you at the next one.